All righty. Greg Russell, NBC Detroit. Hello,
Yo,
guys. How are you?
good. How you keeping?
Doing well, doing well. Great to see you both. And just got to start out with, as a guy who, as you remember, Gerard, always traveled, always flew a lot, to go across the country to do interviews. I'm thinking about taking a bus or whenever the next one comes
That's
up.
the next movie. We're gonna do
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
our next movie.
Next movie. We already got that. Bus. Bus break.
Yeah, bus, then train, then submarine.
Submarine.
Sounds good. I'm there for all of it. But got to say, here's your guy, pilot, thinking just regular day and thinking maybe the only turbulence is going to be up in the air. But there winds up being a whole lot of turbulence that goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think Captain Torrance woke up on New Year's Eve thinking that he was going to have a nice flight to Hawaii, spend New Year with his daughter. A few hours later, he's fighting militia in the Philippines. Not what he expected. And I think that's so, there is just something so fun to that idea. It's incredibly outlandish, but when you're in and watching these circumstances play out, it's incredibly believable. And that's the fun of these movies, is making these situations believable moment by moment, so that you draw the audience in, and the next minute they're on this island with you going, what the hell just happened? How do we get through that? And now how do we deal with this next thing? We're in an island full of brutal, dangerous militia, and the only person I can rely on is the guy who came onto my plane in handcuffs, who's an accused murderer, and now we have to become this double act, because in actual fact he can handle this situation. I might have all the heart, but he has the heart and the know-how, So it's just that whole great setup.
And you're right, a great partnership, because Mike, when your character comes on, like you said, we just see him as a prisoner thinking, okay, that's his, one dimension there. But your guy is actually multi-layered.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gerard and the producers really, I think the script has been, I mean, they had a good script. When I saw it, there was so much potential there. And I think by them not answering all the questions with my character, it left so much for the audience to wonder. And that took some sort of, it took some courage. And for my, when I read the script, I'm going, I see the potential here, but it really has to happen. The relationship, the chemistry between us, the way we respond to the elements. And then all the questions become intriguing to the audience, because you're thinking, well, what else is there about this guy? And I gotta tell you, that stuff works. And you don't know it works until you see it. Because I mean, I think a lot of times I look at scripts and I think I have a good idea what's going to work and what's not going to work, but you just don't know. So I think ultimately we all really got lucky in all facets, with the script, with Gerard being a producer on it, with the director, with Jean-Francois. And ultimately, I think it'll be hopefully a very entertaining film that people will respond to.
It was entertaining. I got to tell you, we were cheering right along, watching it.
And by the way, I was literally, like he said, it talks about being intriguing and enigmatic. Like, even when we were playing these scenes, I was literally trying to work him out, because he was. So I'm like, what is he? What is this guy? He's kind of brilliant. He's kind of amazing. He's very dark. He's a philosopher. He has a kind of a deep serenity in him. Like, he had so much going on, that made this relationship, around all the other kind of craziness going on. But the heart and the grounding of the movie is this incredibly fascinating movement between the two of us, and trying to take on this militia and in these horrific circumstances. But you're kind of like, you're so, like you said earlier, like we are literally the underdogs, and you couldn't imagine two people from two different walks of life having to form this team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's for sure. Like you said, fun ride, guys. Thank you so very, very much. And hey, enjoy the rest of your day, and look forward to seeing what comes
next. You had 6 other questions, didn't you?
We took all of them. We took all of them. We'll be sure next time.
I'll text them to you. No problem. Take care. Good seeing you both.